Alright, in our last lesson we defined the outer wrapper. Now we're going to insert the div tag for that, and then we're going to set up some of our major divisions. So first of all, let's open that document. Hit F4 to bring our panels up. And there's that wrapper we created, and then the original body, remember. The global settings, and then the wrapper within which all the other tags will be. Alright, so now we need to insert a div tag for that wrapper. So we're going to go to Insert, Layout Objects, Div Tag. Alright, and then we're going to choose from the list Wrapper. Leave everything else at default, and then hit OK. And now you see our div tag has appeared down here, div pound wrapper, and then there it is there. And then some of those settings that we used over here, those new rules we created, we can get a better view of those if we hit F4. You see how we've allowed some room on the side, as we mentioned before, for the Chrome. Alright, now we're going to set up the primary divisions, and there's three major areas. We have the header, the content section, and the footer, and we're going to have to create a separate CSS rule and div tag for each of those. So in the CSS styles panel, click new CSS rule down here, the plus sign again. Alright, we're going to choose advanced and this document only, but now we're going to go pound wrapper. I'm sorry, not pound wrapper, pound header. Alright, now click OK, and then the definition box comes up, and we're going to click box, that category first, and then in the margin area we're going to uncheck same for all, and in the top field we're going to define that as 12, and the bottom field as 12 also, and that allows a little bit of space above and below the div tag. Alright, so once we have that, click OK. And now we're going to do it again, but this time for content. So let's hit new CSS rule, pound content. Make sure advanced and this document only is selected. Alright, now in the box category, in the definition box here, we're going to clear the same I was on block. The box section. So under padding, we're going to uncheck same for all, and in the top field we're going to enter 0, and also in margins we're going to uncheck same for all and enter the top field as 0. Alright, we're going to hit OK. Alright, now you see header and content are created. Now because the footer is going to have a lot of the same properties as the header, rather than just creating a brand new one like we've been doing here, instead we're going to right click on header, and we're going to hit duplicate. And now what are we going to name this duplicate? Not header, but footer. We're going to hit OK. Alright, now we have the body, then the wrapper within which all the major categories are going to be, header, content, and footer. And as we click on each of those, we can see some of the properties that we defined in the definition box. All right. Now, click the footer. Make sure that's highlighted. And we are going to add a property to it. So click Add Property here. And we're going to enter clear, the word clear. And then hit Tab. And then we are going to type, or actually, should be in the list, both. So clear in both. We just added a new property for footer. And that ensures that no floated elements are going to intrude on the footer. All right. Now we're going to select content for ID wrapper goes here. And we're going to delete it because normally there's no other text or images that are by themselves in the wrapper. Remember, the wrapper is what it sounds like. It just wraps all the other tags. All right, so we're going to select it and delete it. All right. Now we're going to create div tags for each of these others we created. We're going to actually put them inside the wrapper at this point. So you notice how they're all under style here. Now what we're going to do is insert div tag. Now we're going to change insert to after tag. And now we're going to insert, oh, I'm sorry, you know what? Oh, wait, we can still do it here. So we're going to insert a tag after wrapper, and that tag is going to be the header, because the header is always first. So once you have that, then hit OK. All right. See, content for header goes here. All right, now we're going to do the same thing again. Insert div tag, after tag, but instead of after the wrapper, now that header is in there, after the header. And what are we going to put after the header? The content. Hit OK. And now we're going to do it one more time. Insert layout objects, after tag, content. And what are we going to insert after content? Footer, the only one left in the list to choose from. And then hit OK. All right. Now if we hit F4, we get a better view of our three sections now. Header, content, and footer. Let's bring those back. Now we're going to rename the title of the document. Let's just pick something called Layout. Hit Tab. And that's the basics for defining the three areas within the wrapper: header, content, and footer. So that's it for this lesson.